How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Stud, and welcome back to another episode of the Dutch Colonial Conquest campaign, where we last left off. We are attacking the British and also the Portuguese, which is good because the Portuguese are they're a fairly high priority target, I would say. They have a lot of colonial land and stuff. Luckily, they haven't tried to colonize California or anything, but they are colonizing a lot of this land here and stuff in Mexico. And we're going to take all that from them. That's not acceptable. We're the only ones allowed to colonize. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. But yeah. Anyways, let's keep an eye out so we don't get engaged by surprise all of a sudden. I think we might as well go spend on that guy. The admin tech cost would also be something we should do. Yeah. Well, 10 inflation, that is brutal. Wow. So tulips have caused us to get 10 inflation, not, oh god, I thought it was corruption. That would be so much worse. But still, we basically had to spend like a whole tech's worth of admin points right there. Not a whole tech's worth, like an idea's worth. That's brutal, man. Whatever. It happens, you know. Occasionally you have tulips happen. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, sorry, Cologne. I'm not helping you there. I'm so mean. I love how the British are just sitting there with their army the whole time. They haven't done anything, really. Evora. Okay. They're going down to Algarve. I don't really care to do that. I'll just develop if I have extra military points. There we go. The Siege of Lisboa has been completed. I wonder if we could just peace out the Portuguese right now. They actually have higher enthusiasm than the British do, which kind of makes sense, actually. So right now, they wouldn't even give us, like, this much. But I think we want, well, actually, we don't want to take that much, do we? Because of the fact that it's, I guess that's true. We shouldn't take too much because of the fact that we need to, like, well, I don't know. I don't know. We need to be careful with our Diplo and our admin points because it's about to be tech time. But we do at the same time want to make our people stronger. So let's go, like, really? You won't even give me that? It must be like a fort thing. Portuguese Mexico, we could take a bunch of this land, so let's do so. Let's take that. That's already your limit. Wow. I would like to take these colonies while they're being made still. Stamp that out early on. Apparently that's about it. Oh, well, we could take that one and then that one. Apparently that's all we can take from the Portuguese. Basically, I think what we're going to have to do is at some point we're going to... Oh, God. When did they do this? Excuse me, Portugal. How much would this cost to take all this? Whoa. Oh my god, that pisses me off. Portugal, did I say that you could take some land in the Ivory Coast node? I did not. I did not give you permission to do that, buddy. Okay. That's okay. We're going to have to go to war with Portugal again at another point in time, I think. So, like, just specifically against them for colonial stuff. So why don't we, for now, just take a little bit... Yeah, because otherwise we're going to have to spend way too much Diplo points is the main thing. Can't get one more. No, one more. Alright. Yeah, can't even take money. So, that's okay. Get out of this war, Portugal. F you. There we go. Not a whole lot of land again, but should be fine. We have exiled armies in Portugal, of course. Okay. Yeah, you guys both... come up here. Why not? You go up here. You can come up here. There we go. Okay, now the British are absolutely screwed. Yeah, their one friend in the world has abandoned them. Yeah, we're gonna basically just destroy them, I think. So let's see what we want to take. Something like this would be good. We want to take enough to we don't really care about those people. They've been able to join a coalition. This is not changing anything. I think something like this will be good. Take these 4 provinces, and that's like the rest of the English Channel node, really, besides Wales, the Welsh land. That's okay. We already have 92%. Holy cow. I mean, maybe we don't even worry about that. Maybe we take the Welsh land now. It could be a better idea, maybe. It would cost about the same as taking those 2 as well. No, let's leave the Welsh land for later. We could release them or something. I don't know. We could even take like this and just, you know, finish off the actual like England, you know. But why don't instead let's look at our colonial land that we can take, because that's important as well. We do have this this land here, this Mississippian land. Hold on, is this all right? We got to look at colonial and trade regions. So this is all colonial Louisiana, which is good. Let's go ahead and let's look at this. So we want to take, I think we want to go ahead and take this land that's on the coast here, because why not? Definitely want to take this land up here because it'll go to our colony. Definitely want to take these 2 provinces over here. What other colonial provinces could we take from the British? They don't really have much more, you know. I forgot we got the Falkland Islands from them at one point. We have Hawaii. We have a lot of stuff. Hey, I forgot about these. All right, take that one. Take that one. It's a good bit of colonial land. And we could even take these two as well. The only thing is we'll have to core them, and it'll take a little bit of time. But I think that's okay. So that's going to be not a huge amount of aggressive expansion, because it's mostly colonial land. Okay. And then I think, why don't we just go ahead and maybe, if we can, we should definitely take at least one more province up here. Savoy could join a coalition. But that's the only new one that would be able to join one, so I think we go ahead and do it. It'll be good to get access to a new sea tile. Well, it's only one more province, I guess, but still, why not? Actually, here, hold on. Oh, we could almost do that, but we can't. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Thank you for a whole bunch of land. Okay, too few rivals. That was a beautiful war, I'll tell you that much right now. Spain has already rivaled us, and I kind of want to rival them anyway, so let's rival them. Let's go ahead and core some of our land. Yeah, let's just go and do so. It's so cheap to core land now because of the administrative ideas, and I think we're getting to the point where we're starting to get administrative efficiency. Yeah, we got 1 level of it. Still, it's good. Yeah, that was a good war. Good things happened there. Great Britain is no longer a valid rival. Wow, we eclipsed them, which makes sense. We got bigger and they got weaker, so kind of makes sense. The Commonwealth, Ottomans, or Russia? Who do we want to rival out of those? None of them really, but I suppose the Commonwealth? Yeah, France isn't allied to them, so that should be okay. Okay. Meanwhile, we spent all of our points in 2 categories, so that's lovely. Let's go ahead and spend some manpower on, or some points on a manpower development, like Vlaanderen and Somerset. Let's just pump some points into those 2. I got military points out the yazoo. You get it? Because I got a province named Wazoo now? Okay. Yazoo. Whatever. You know what I mean. It's a funny joke. You'll laugh. Trust me. Probably didn't laugh, but whatever. Let's go ahead and come down here. We don't need the morale anymore. Let's go put it in, rotate it back in with the missionary strength. Our money is brutal. Oh my god. Colonial maintenance. Why? Oh my god, why is colonial maintenance so high? Why is it so high? You know what it is? You know what it is? It's because we... That's not right. It's because we took so many colonies. Holy cow, I didn't realize we took that many colonies. Wow. That's brutal, man. No, that's not it. Let's just, let's just hope that we can make it through here without taking out a crap ton of loans. Yeah, we're losing like a lot of money from colonial maintenance. That's I think that's fair to say. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, because it's it gets exponentially more expensive the more you have. We'll have 2 finishing in the next couple months. Venice just declared war on Austria. Really? Already? Weren't you already at war with them? No. Oh, you know what? It must have been someone else returning them some cores when they gave them Karntin. I don't even know how that happened still, but whatever. Croatia still exists now? Did they exist before? I'm all like jumbled up in my head. Okay, let's see. There's 1 colony, thank goodness. So now we're only losing, 126 ducats a month. That's crazy. That's the risk of going way over. It's okay to have, like, we can afford to have 2 or 3 colonies over. It's actually helpful, but I forgot that we were going to take so many there, There's another one. Okay, we're actually making money now. Barely. And as these other ones finish, it'll get better, but jeez. Wait, why couldn't we take Puerto Rico? Interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and start getting ready to transport troops to wherever. I don't know where we want to go to colonize or whatever next, or to conquer rather. We can probably colonize. I think we wanted to conquer like Tidore probably. Get the rest of the Philippines from them at some point at least, right? Like, we want to own this whole area. We want to own all of Oceania. That's one of our goals, I think. One of our more minor goals, maybe, but still. It's a goal nonetheless. Betsimi Soraka would be a good one to also eat. We should go ahead and start at least fabricating on some of these guys, Betsimi Soraka. Kilwa. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're allied with the Ottomans, which is why I didn't want to go to war with them. Betsimi Soraka is one that we can definitely afford to mess with, though. They're kind of weak, so. Beyond that, I guess the Malacca node is really where we need more of our power. Like, Ayutthaya is powerful, though, Pasai, not so powerful. Brunei and Malacca are their allies. So let's go ahead and justify on them, or justify? I've been playing too much Hearts of Iron 4. I actually haven't been playing Hearts of Iron 4 that much recently, but whatever. I played it a bit. Manufactories. The cost went up again because of the fact that we took so much land. DeWitt. Okay. Cool. That's good. An excellent minister. That sounds good to me. Sounds pretty excellent to me. We do have all of our land being cored, right? What about this land over here? Is this a colony? No, it is being cored. How can we core that? I'm not going to question it. Whatever. I thought we couldn't because it was inland, but apparently maybe there's some other thing I'm not thinking of. We do actually have a colonist. Let's maybe send him to here. Yeah, why not? Okay. We should go ahead and try to prevent any possible rebellions that seem likely. Jeez, that was a lot of colonies, though. Alright, so you don't have a colonist. You don't either. You do. Okay. We should have Colonial California finishing in a second. That's a good province to have finish. Good. Yeah, we're starting to come back out of the negative now. That was hilarious, man. I can't believe we are losing that much money. Well, no, I can believe it because we were doing it, and it makes sense why, but it's just a little bit ridiculous, Dutch particularists in. I think we don't worry about that right now. See if they fire first, Okay. Ooh. Kalapa. Okay. Go ahead and convert those guys. Free advisor slots. That guy is cheaper. He's cheap-ish, I guess. That's okay. Let's just do that. So you... Oh, there we go. So that should give us... Yeah, Dutch Louisiana. I was going to say, it's going to give us a colonial nation there, which is really good. So there you go. Dutch Louisiana has been brought into the world, and hopefully they will start colonizing for us as well, you know. Basically, we're just going to be colonizing all over the place. The New Netherlands is getting quite powerful. Hopefully they don't get too, you know, big for their britches. Dutch Brazil is doing all right, you know, but Spanish Brazil is huge. We need to do some wars that are focused solely on colonial stuff, because we have wars going on in Indonesia and stuff focused on colonialism, which is good. But we need to get Zanzibar as a big target, the rest of the Ivory Coast, solidifying that, getting that from Portugal, and then getting some more colonial land from Spain and Brazil. That's going to be like 3 or 4 wars just to take from Spain. But they're allied with Portugal and Commonwealth. I don't know, man. Interesting. It certainly is interesting. I think probably our next war will be against someone else in the Indonesia area. I think that would be fine. Repay our loan. The burghers want land, actually, which makes sense. Let's give them some land. Let's give them Kent. Sure, why not? Try to get them above 75 influence. Why not? Take some money from them so that we can get the institution a little quicker. I want to get it by this tech. There's just really not a reason not to. Oh, that's annoying. Gosh darn it. Alright, hold on. Put the army maintenance up. Let's go halfway around the world to fight these rebels. Should be interesting, huh? We can go to speed 4 now. I think we're doing good, though, for, we're doing well for what point in the game we're at, you know? I think we're doing just fine. Let's go ahead and raise the fort maintenance up here. This state, we might want to make this into a state. I think that might be fine. That's something that I catch myself not doing super well with, is not making enough states, honestly. I'm a little too, not cautious, but like, what's the word? I don't know. A little too conservative, I guess. I don't necessarily do enough states when I should. So, like, definitely everything over here should be a state. So, like, let's make this a state now. Because I knew I was going to forget if I don't do that now. Alright, and then you there. Anything with a promoted culture should be really. So that's good. But what about, like, land over here? Well, that's a good question. Okay. So, like, looking at stability expansion screen, 27 territory. I wish that there was, like, a scroll bar for this, and people have talked about this on the subreddit, but it'd be really nice if you could do this in an easier way. Spice Islands. Where's the Spice Islands? I don't, you can't search by state. Spice Islands state is over here, right? No? Oh, over here. Yeah, where the literal Spice Islands are. Ternate and Tidore. Those are the big ones, right? Yeah, this should definitely be a... This should definitely be a state, because it's like... They have the Spice Islands, which are huge. So let's do that. I think that's good, because they have like a special modifier, you know? It's ridiculous. Moluccan culture. How big is Moluccan culture? It's pretty small. Because kind of what I think of is, well, I don't know. Basically, in my opinion, sometimes it can be good to make like Sumatran or Bornean or Malaysian or one of these that promoted culture, because there's so much, or even Javanese, because there's just so much development packed into this small area. It can really give you a lot of money, and we might still do that, but probably won't just yet, you know? Okay. Well, the timer has gone off, so I think we'll go ahead and probably end this episode here. Oof. The colony became self-sustaining. Interesting. We also want to start getting these lands over here to be part of a trade company. But we should do that as they get converted. I don't really care about converting the culture, because again, we might make them converted cultures. And either way, even if we didn't, it's too expensive. But either way, I think it's okay to do this for anything that's Protestant and stuff. Anything that's Protestant already. I don't care if about the culture, but like that one is still being converted. That one is Protestant. That one's Protestant. So add both of those. And this should really help with the trade, you know. We should do the same thing over here. Although these provinces are a little bit cheaper. But still, I don't know. We have other stuff we could spend Diplo points on, I suppose. I'm not super worried. So let's do this. Let's make Cape the... Oh, it's a state. That's right. Cape is a state, so we can't do that. Oh, hey, our army made it here. I didn't think they would make it in time, really. Do we have any land that's going to get it? Oh, look at that. Wow, it's spreading really slowly everywhere else. I guess no one built manufactories, really. Some people did, but... Shouldn't be too long before we have it in other provinces. Like, there's another one that's going to be in. There we go. They have attacked us and lost, of course. Alright, cool. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. Please go and leave a like and subscribe for more. Come back in the next episode and we'll continue on with the Dutch Colonial Conquest. I think we are mostly done with expanding in Europe. We're going to keep taking the British Isles, and we're going to get this from Austria. But I think beyond that, we're pretty much ready to start turning our attention to solely colonial wars, which will be nice for the most part. So either way, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.